Today on the grid, it's our blind photo critique show. We got some cool giveaways for you folks who are watching us live, and it all starts in just 60 seconds. And accessories, check them out at spiderholster.com.
Grid is brought to you by Tamron. Check out their 28 to 75 millimeter f2.8 lens. It's for Sony full frame mirrorless. It's awesome. Go to tamron-usa.com. And Westcott. Check out their new Rapid Box switch. It has 9 light modifiers and 13 quick swap light inserts. Check it out right now at fjwestcott.com.
And ProPhoto, the light shaping company. Check out the ProPhoto B1X. Power in all the right places. Go to prophoto.com/US.
And Platypod, the tripod alternative that is changing the world. Everybody has a Platypod. You should too. Go to platypod.com.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to another live episode of The Grid. My name is Scott Kelby. Joining me today is my co-host, Mr. Erik Kuna.
Hey, guys. How's it going?
That's going well, Erik. I can't answer. I have to answer for them because, well, they don't have mics, though. But we're glad you're here.
Yeah, we're glad you guys are here. Right?
Juan is here, and that's good. Christina is on the moderation. Christina, how are things? She says great, but, you know, what else is she going to say? She's going to say, oh, it's horrible. Everything's awful over here. It's a mess. Nothing's working. But actually it is. Today is our blind photo critiques episode. We have a new thing about our blind photo critiques.
Yes.
Just briefly, I know that some of you are watching for the first time, and thank you for that. For those of you who are watching us for the first time, we've asked our readers to send in images. They have done so, and we don't ask for their names. That's why they're called blind photo critiques. We're going to give our honest commentary, and because it's blind, it makes us feel more comfortable about it, so we're not making anybody feel bad. We have a new thing that we're doing, 3 minutes per critique.
I got the timer.
So we go through a lot of them. We don't spend a whole bunch of time. Traditionally, we've spent 10 minutes on the first one, and then, 5 minutes on the second one, and then at the end of the show, we have 30 seconds to do a whole bunch of them. We're not going to do that. 3 minutes each. You want to start?
Yeah, let's start.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's get down to it.
Let's do it. Let's grab the first one, and here we go. We've got 3 images that. Oh, I'm not connected to the screen, am I? Yeah. It was kind of crazy here right before we went on. There's a lot of drinking right before we go on the air, and there was that. Let's see if I can go full screen here. There we go. So here we go.
All righty.
Well, first you're shooting about my favorite city on earth,
yeah.
so you're already in a good spot. I like all of these. These are all good. You know what I like? A successful silhouette has to have a very recognizable object. A lot of people will do silhouettes, and you look at it and you're like, I don't know what I'm looking at. You know, this is obviously a tower. You can see the minarets from the church or wherever. It's a museum now, I guess. But anyway, that's lovely, simple, and the bird there, the little bird.
Yeah, the bird though, because it's kind of where it is actually a little bit distracting.
You could make that, yeah.
I mean, because it is cool though.
I kind of like the bird.
But it can be distracting.
I don't usually like it. Okay. All right. This is really nicely done. Long exposure taken from a really good angle. The only thing I would say here, if it were me, is I would just make this darker because you have the lights on. Like, look at the lights over in the city, right? All the lights. But it's like, it looks like early in the day. Can I open this? Let me just see if I can open it. Oh, I can't. Oh, I can. So I would just do this. If it were me, I would just lower the exposure a bit and maybe raise the contrast, make it look more nighttime-y. You can bring up the shadows if you want more detail, but I think I'm taking down the exposure, making the sky look really good. And then if you wanted to, get the brush, go over here and just brighten this a little bit just to bring that detail back out. But I think just kind of an overall, maybe even boost the color a little bit, go to the vibrance and boost that. I can't boost it here. Erik's looking at the watch. That's not good. I'm going to boost the color a little bit. That's too much. There we go. Anyway, it's still a good shot. Really no complaints. Just that little tweak.
With the composition on that one? Are you good with that?
Horizon line is a bit
That was my thing.
centered, and the sky isn't awesome. You could show more of the reflection, which is really interesting, and less of the sky.
Yeah.
This one, I usually like very simple compositions like this, but there's something about this chaos here I like. This is taken from not the Academia, the other bridge, the Rialto Bridge.
Yep.
I just love the busyness of this. Like, this is really just a busy mess, and I like it. This is my favorite one.
Really good. Just this is picky though.
Cutting
that
off that
gondola.
Yeah,
was
cutting
up,
the gondola. Yes,
You just
yes.
waited like
Yes.
2 seconds, 3
Yes.
seconds for that gondola
Yes.
to be in there. That would have been like money.
Still, good
Still a
shot.
good shot.
I really like this photographer.
That's-
good job all the way across. Good photographer.
All right, boom.
All right, we're off to a good
at
start,
that.
I think. And look, we have some people saying hi.
10 seconds.
Eric will. Oh, we were 10 seconds.
10 seconds.
All right, that was pretty good.
Hey, look at Dave Williams saying, "What's up, party people?"
What's up, party people? Dave Williams from the UK.
Leslie Jones saying, "I can't believe I caught this live." Larry Becker and Victoria Babloff are in the house.
yeah, all right.
Hilmar saying, "Hola, hola, Hilmar," and then we got Vito saying hi.
Wait a minute. Hey, Vito. Sorry, it's a friend of mine.
Oh, Vito. And then Reed, aloha from Kauai.
Oh, nice.
All right. Lenworth saying hi. Kevin Scott saying hi. Dalton.
Hey, he's saying hi from the land of the winter apocalypse.
Oh, the winter apocalypse. Yep. And then Alex H., first time on the Grid webcast.
Oh, good to have you here, Alex. All right. See, there's first-time people.
There you go.
Hopefully every time. Ready to look for the next one?
Yep.
Here we
Let's
go.
do it.
Let's do it.
Boom. All right.
This person really likes this barn.
They do.
3 shots of the barn. But you know what? At least there are 3 good shots of the barn.
Yeah.
The light is a little late afternoon, but I think you pulled it off. The only thing that I would do, this is going to sound stupid, it's just a post-production thing. See these shadows right here? Now that looks like shadows from, I don't know, a tree or something. And that just, I think I would just touch that up a little. Let me see if I can, if I zoom in, is it going to mess everything up? Yeah, sorry, bad idea. And I can't really zoom more without going to camera raw. But just that little mess right there and this little stick or whatever the heck it is, I would probably just clean that up. I would definitely get rid of these power lines. You know what kills a romantic barn shot? Power lines. And this over here, the sign. You just
So
a little bit of cleanup.
That's cleaning up to simplify the composition.
All right, can I show you a trick? I got a trick. So you got a little bit. Let me open this up. Can I open it? All right, you got a little bit of fall going on. You want to go to super fall? Here we go. I got to do this quick, right? So we're going to go over to Photoshop, and I'm going to show you really quickly how to go to super fall. And I hope it works, because this is a great trick when it works. All right. Oh, the photo didn't open. That's lovely. Thank you. Thank you, Bridge. All right, let's try it again.
You're gonna do some.
Here, I'm just gonna. No. Oh, come on, please. How trite. Here we go. Watch this. We're gonna go to lab mode, LEB color mode. Doesn't change your photo. Nothing happens. Go to image. Go to apply image. Go to overlay for your mode. 2 steps. Overlay mode. Switch this to the B channel, and it's super fall. Now that's too much fall, right?
So
it's
bring it
too
on
much.
back, right?
So you have an opacity slider, which is the volume that allows you to bring it back to super fall.
Cool.
All right, and then you just take it back to RGB mode. Now, there's a little bit more to it than that, but that gets you there, and I'll show you just the difference. See, that's a little fall, super fall. Okay, sorry, that was quick, very quick. All right, back to we're running out of time. This is nice. I think this is very nicely done, a nice reflection in the water.
Oh, yeah.
Nice, and this is my least favorite
That's
of
my
the
least
3.
favorite, yeah.
It's like, you know what I see? I know what you're trying to do. You saw the reflection of the barn, but you know what I see? An ugly bench and an even uglier, like, garbage thing. This one's not working. Stick to these. You did nice. Ditch this one. Ditch it.
Cool.
How'd I do on time?
13 seconds.
13 seconds. I'm nailing this. I'm crushing
All
it.
right.
All right. So let's see what else we've got. We're off. This is good stuff, though. I'm happy with our photographers.
Tammy's asking if that trick was in your book.
It is in my wait a minute. It is in my brand new book, Photoshop for Lightroom users. Yeah, it is. Come on.
There you go.
All right.
All right, next one. We ready?
All right, Tammy, can I tell you something?
Oh.
Tammy, if you buy that book, if you go to Amazon and buy it, it's not a big, thick, fat book. It is only the stuff that you can't do in Photoshop.
It's the essentials of
It's
what
like
you need Photoshop
it's not even
for.
200 pages, but it is because Lightroom will do so much.
Right.
It's got a lot about layers. It's got like lab mode and retouching, and it literally. So people expecting a big giant fat book. It's not everything you can do in Photoshop. It's just the things that photographers would do in Photoshop that you cannot do in Lightroom. It's not that many things,
And
but
just
it's
just a qualification there. Roger's saying that the last shot, it was actually a mill, not a barn.
it is a mill. You're correct.
Yes.
Was it Roger's shot? Oh, Tammy says she bought the book already.
Yeah, there you go.
Well, Tammy, what do you like it?
There you go.
you didn't read it real close because you're saying, is that in your book? Tammy, it is so in my book. It is
There you go.
absolutely. All right. I have a feeling we have good shots coming up.
All right. Go. Ooh, nice.
That is nice, right?
Nice. It's nice.
Yeah, it is. You know what? I think this is, I could be wrong. I think this is in Copenhagen. I could be wrong. These are really nicely
Yeah,
done.
that's a really
this
nice
is
shot.
really nice.
Simple,
long
you know,
exposure,
simplified.
leading lines,
Yeah,
simplified.
everything.
I might do one thing. I might get rid of the stick over here. It's a flagpole or something. It's not helping your shot. It's not killing it. But two things. Then there you have this board missing right here. Get rid of those two little minor things. But
Yeah.
I'm nitpicking. It's such a good shot.
Yeah.
This is beautiful. Beautiful reflection. Beautifully done. Really, really
Like how you
nice.
kept the reflection too.
This one's got to go. This is like
That's the one. It's out of place.
it is out of place. Like you're really nailing these shots.
Yeah, like that's-
and then this one's like, what? So
Yeah, it's like
more of this. None.
that doesn't
None
look
of
like the
this.
same photographer.
Doesn't even look like the same photographer took it. There's no long exposure. The sky's got a weird color cast to it. It's just it is like you stick with what you're in your sweet spot here. This This is not too good. Sorry, it's just
Yeah. Well, the other ones had the composition.
yeah, they had all the
lighting,
stuff.
they
Yeah,
had
nice
everything.
composition. Yeah. All right, can we get one more in
right.
before the break?
Let's see. Oh yeah. Man, we did that one pretty quick.
Well, thank you. It's a gift. Here we go.
Boom.
Here's one, 2, and 3. Okay, we need a little work here. All right, so here's what we got. Uninterested kid with ball, and it's crooked. Cute girl in cheesy pose.
Yeah, it's the pose there.
Oh,
that's
the
killing
pose
that.
is killing it. That's just cheese. And you know what else is not helping you? Air conditioning unit hanging out of the thing. It's
the
just
air conditioning unit.
there's just this is not good. And this is another. She's got a cute and a great smile in a cheesy pose in a tilty picture. The tilty picture phase, unless you're shooting Indy cars, is pretty much over. The tilty thing is gone. It is coming. It's gone. You've got a great subject. You should be able to get an awesome shot of her. Look at her smile. She really has a great smile. But these cheeseroo poses are real. Who's got a good book on posing?
So it's-
Lindsay Adler's
yeah.
got a good book. But
Yeah.
Lindsay's is more fashion-y.
Yeah.
Roberto Valenzuela.
Yeah.
Go get
Well, and
Roberto's
there's
book.
even stuff on KelbyOne on posing,
Yes.
right?
As a matter of fact,
There is.
Thank you.
Really
There's
good
whole
stuff on
classes
posing.
on posing. Yeah.
And that's really where the focus should be, is on posing, styling, and then just watching those background elements, like the AC unit. And even there, I can tell she's leaning against one of those signs in the mall.
Yeah.
You can tell.
Yeah.
It's just
so
like just moved to
you know what
something.
this is, and none of these. I want you to know, because this is important. None of the critiques were your exposure's wrong. You don't know how to use your camera. It's none of those. You're not looking at enough great portrait photography. You need to study. Go to Pinterest and type in street portraits, not street photography, but try like editorial portraiture or something like that, and you'll see all kinds of shots. You're going to go, oh, that's what I'm looking for. Editorial,
environmental.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You got some work to do here. I'm sorry, but
and the crook and just straighten
yeah,
it out.
get rid of the crooked stuff. But here's the thing: don't spend another second on how to run your camera. Everybody thinks the answer's in your camera. Your answer's not in your camera. You got the camera part. You're halfway there. You're halfway there.
There you go.
Hey, we are going to take a short break. When we come back, you guys know we've been running a contest that we were going to fly somebody, all expenses paid, to Photoshop World. We're going to announce the winner after this break. Don't go away.
When you need a tripod that is compact, that is portable enough to take with you anywhere, one that is adaptable to any situation, that will prove versatile enough for any shoot, and is compatible with your other gear, giving you freedom to create your own perspective. Look no further. Platypod Ultra does it all. Visit platypod.com for more info.
This segment of The Grid is brought to you by B&H Photo, the professional source since 1973.
Hey, we're back. Scott Kelby here with Erik Kuna.
Hey, guys.
Yay. What's the shirt?
Speaking of, the shirt, that's the SpaceX, that's their Crew Dragon vehicle.
Very nice.
So, there you go.
Very nice.
Yeah. Hey, he was saying, congrats to you, Scott, on the 20 famous photographers you must follow. So you got that the other day.
Yeah, Digital Camera World magazine in the UK.
And then you got another one where it was 50 portfolios to watch?
And then I got top 50 portfolios. So,
all around, love.
Well, I'm excited. I don't, nobody says anything. I'm sit here and quiet, just like how the rest of you watching the Super Bowl and being mean. Super Bowl stunk, didn't it?
Somebody just said the commercial breaks are more entertaining than the Super Bowl.
I know. Super Bowl was horrible.
Yeah.
It was horrible. It was really
one
just
of those games.
Yeah, and the Patriots won, which means America lost.
Yeah, America lost.
Okay. So, hey, we have a contest, and you should definitely enter it. And you should go enter it right now, and it is the worst URL ever, but I'm telling you, here's what it is. We've partnered with ProPhoto.
Best prize.
Best prize, worst URL. Okay, so we've partnered with ProPhoto. They came out with this brand new light called the B10. Now, I have a bunch of ProPhoto lights. I want this light more than any. So someone's going to win it, not me.
Maybe you'll win. Yeah.
I can't enter my own contest. It is a Profoto B10 head. You could win it. Go to this address right here on screen. It's a horrible address. Write this down. It's going to be. You can go. Well, here's what you can do.
We'll bring it up.
I'm trying to bring it up.
Bring it up. Maybe.
There we go. All right.
So we'll bring that up.
So that's the address. If you go to my Twitter account, go to Twitter at Scott Kelby. And go to my profile and just scroll back, and there's a direct link to it. You'll see this graphic, but without that link. But there is a link there. Just go enter. You guys, it doesn't cost you anything. You could win a freaking Profoto B10. I'm dying for this light. Go win. Profoto stuff is amazing, and you could win it. So I think it's cool that Profoto is doing this with us.
I bet we'll post it in the chat too.
Yeah, maybe we'll post it in the chat. It's a long, ugly link. I'm sorry. T.co- W small g 3R WW capital U small T Z J. We tried to make it as easy as possible.
And we'll probably have an easier one come a little while.
Yeah, maybe in a little while we'll get an easier one. But for right now, that's
the commercial breaks longer. Yeah,
when the commercial breaks longer, we'll go get one. Anyway, yay, and go do this. You know what? I've been entering everything. Like everybody that sends me a thing anymore, I'm just like, frick, I'm entering it. Want to win a car? Yes, I want to win a car.
Have you?
No, but I have won stuff.
I haven't either.
I won an entire car stereo. I had a car stereo stolen out of my car, right, years ago.
Yeah.
And I went to this place, and it happened to be Kenwood days, and I signed up for the thing. I never thought about it. I get a call. You won this Kenwood car stereo. I'm like, mine just got stolen. It's perfect.
Yeah, and speaking of winning, we had another contest. We had a contest last month.
Yes, we did. We were running. Tell us about the contest, Erik.
Yeah, so we had an all-expense-paid trip to Photoshop World. And
their choice, they could go to Orlando or Vegas.
Yeah, like Peter's commenting over there. He's saying, hello from Perth, Western Australia. And he's saying, I'm coming to Photoshop World Vegas.
All right, Peter.
So,
yeah.
So we had a contest giveaway, all expense paid trip. It closed just a few days ago, and we have a winner. And the winner is...
I have the winner right here. Don't move, don't breathe, don't make a sound. The winner is...
It's also on the teleprompter.
Oh, yeah, it's on the teleprompter. David... Bigalk.
Sounds
We're going to
good.
say David Bigalk. So David Bigalk, congratulations. Your choice. Come to Vegas, come to Orlando, and we're going to give you the VIP treatment. You're going to have a wonderful time.
Everything.
Full conference pass, airfare, hotel, meals, not good meals, but meals nonetheless. I'm telling you what, McDonald's, you get an extra value meal. It's good stuff.
And even if you didn't win and you did enter the contest, we're still going to give you a prize. Just check your email in a little bit.
Yeah. And while you're at the conference, Juan will feed you as if you were a baby bird. So there's that.
There's that. Yeah.
So that's worth it.
Anyways, back to the critiques.
Let's do critiques. I'm sorry, I kind of lost it there.
Yeah.
It just hit me at a bad time. Let's see what we have next. Here we go.
Boom.
Brian critiques, 3 minutes each. Here we go.
Just no.
These are kind of interesting. This is my favorite.
That's my favorite. Yeah.
Definitely my favorite. The tones in this are really good. Now, and you have people in it.
Very mysterious.
I'm not 100% sure I love the people in it, but I tell you what I don't like. I know that this is really there, but it looks like a stick.
Or it looks like a pole.
Or a pole.
It looks like not.
It's really distracting. I would get rid of this, and I get rid of those. Outside of that, you got a winner here. Can I tell you how hard it is to get a winning shot with a bunch of ugly ass dead trees in it? It's not easy, but you did it. Yeah. This is a good shot. This just has interesting like infrared, like this is an infrared shot, right?
Yeah. Well, yeah, probably.
I'm more taken in by the post-processing and the infraredness. Yeah, let me look at it's infrared. Than I am the rest of the shot. Like the composition's okay and all. This one's solely hanging on. Hey, it's an infrared shot.
Yeah.
And this is kind of interesting. You've got an interesting style. I think you're onto something. Like all of your images, kind of the dead tree, kind of a little haunting.
I'll tell you though, of that style, perfecting the last one is what to do more of.
Do more
Like
of
that.
this. Yes. This is really the way you've got that S curve that leads you
Yep.
into the thing.
You
I mean,
wonder,
that
where
is.
does that path go?
Yeah,
Why are
what's
those
going
people
on?
over
Why are
there?
those people there? Is there an alien ship? This is. I think this is. This is.
And the
I'm,
tone,
I'm
like
not.
the post-processing.
I'm
on
not
it's really
kidding. Fix those little things and enter this in competition. This is the kind of shot that will win a fine art thing. The others are not going to win anything, but they're still. I like the style you're building, but this is that's
that
a winner.
Curve is, that
That curve is
interesting.
Good job. Good job.
Cool
Yay.
curve.
Yay you. All right.
All right,
Let's see what we got here. Here we go. Start the clock.
got it.
All right. I like this one. The problem with this shot is it's cropped too tightly.
Yeah, the
Now-
feather on the top.
I am super cool about nice tight crops until it comes to people moving or animals. This bird has nowhere to go. It's trapped in a box. You got to put air in front of this bird. Even though the bird's not in flight, over on this side, you need more air. You need a little more air on the bottom. You definitely need air on this side. It's just the bird is trapped in the frame. It's like a standard wildlife action movement thing. You got to give them room to breathe. Even if you have to artificially create it in content aware fill in Photoshop, no problem. This is a good shot. It's definitely worth working. This is, I see what you're going for. I'm not sure what I'm looking at. I know what they are. They're headphones. They're ear protection, right? Looks like ear protection.
Yeah, I feel
Remove
like you're
before
like,
flight.
Aircraft carrier.
I see what you're going for. It's you don't have a really clear, obvious subject. You have to read it, and then you go, "Oh, I see what those are." And I'm not sure that's really what they are. It's close. The yellow stuff isn't helping you. The yellow stuff on the right, that's like probably on a plane, or I don't know what. That's the thing is, I don't really know what I'm looking at. So this one has got to go. This is all right. It's a flower. It's okay. This has potential. These look like you were you're like a student practicing depth of field.
Depth of field,
like,
yeah.
I'm going to go out today and I'm going to shoot depth of field stuff.
Yeah, there's a lot of vignette on the first and the last one too.
Yeah. Okay, so it's not camera problems. It's composition. It's
just
finding like for these two,
interesting.
yeah. Work on your composition a little bit. I think that will really help you, but not bad.
Yeah.
Not bad, but I hope not bad's not what you're shooting for, right? All right, let's take a look at what else we got. That was my horse sound effect.
Horse. Okay.
So this is my favorite.
Yeah.
I like the way that the marking right there in the middle of the forehead kind of stands out, and the way the horse is looking right. It's a pony. He's like pony.
Mm-hmm.
The pony's like looking right at you. I like all the tones. It's all. This is pretty good. I mean, it's not a killer shot, but it's pretty good. This one's messed up, but let me tell you why. This is a framing thing. If you had moved the horse over this way to where the horse was here, looking back that way with more, like, in other words, the space is on the wrong side of the horse. So the whole thing looks unbalanced. Like,
Yes.
a
It
horse
needs
needs,
to be-
see
if
where
it's
my,
looking off to the
do you see
left,
where
you
my
need room.
cursor is? That's where the eye needs to be.
Yeah.
And then looking back, and the room should be on the other side. It's nicely exposed. You got the backlight, and and this is nice, except for you've got a pole going right in an unfortunate spot,
Yeah.
and the pole is not in. And I know you're going to say, well, Scott, the poles were really there. Of course they were. You know how this would look if you took the time to take the poles out. How hard would it be to take these poles out? My gosh, this would be the easiest thing you've done all day. All right, do I still have 30 seconds?
Yeah, you got time.
All right. So
Because I do agree that you take those poles out.
you got a
it's
shot.
strong.
Yeah. All right. So you're going to get the clone stamp tool with a small brush. You're going to line it up somewhere up here. And all you have to do this first part, like you might need a little harder edge brush. Yeah, okay, I kind of screwed that up on the edge there. But then once you do that, just select the rest of the pole and hit delete and then okay, and it's gone. Yeah. Content aware fill will do the rest. So instead of using a soft edge brush like I did, use a hard edge brush, because this tail is not really soft, and you want to go right in there, get rid of. The reason why, you have to make a break in here. You have to do some kind of a break for content aware fill, not to totally screw it up. So then select that, and there you go. So you just spend a minute. This is a good enough shot where it would be worth your time to get rid of the pipe going up the So there's that. Okay, but otherwise, I think I like the direction. I like that it's a consistent thing. We're shooting horses, and you're kind of, I like where it's going, and you got your camera stuff down. All right. Hey, coming up next, we've got more stuff. I'm going to tell you about a shoot I'm doing tomorrow, and we got some giveaways. We haven't talked about our giveaways, so stick around. We'll be right back on the grid. Yay.
My name is Kaylee Greer, and I'm a professional dog photographer. KelbyOne has been monumental in this journey of mine. I have the opportunity to pull from years and combine professional experience. It's like the support system at the touch of a button. KelbyOne.com.
This segment of The Grid is brought to you by Canon.
Make sure you don't miss any episodes of The Grid by subscribing to Apple's podcast app or iTunes. It's free, and we even have a special audio-only version, too. So sign up today.
All right, we're back.
We're back.
Yeah. Hey, you've been shooting lately. You were up in Canada, right?
I went for a week up to Canada to a workshop. So I was the student at the workshop. I was not the instructor.
Yeah.
But I went up there with Rampton Kazemi and
Rami,
the guy that won the gallery contest here. He does workshops up there. Erik went to one last year and said, you got to go.
You got to go.
And so he invited me. I came up, and let me tell you what. I learned a ton. Let me tell you how good he was. Now, Erik already knew this because Erik had already been pushing for it. But he was so good. I call Erik, and I'm like, Erik, we got to get him to teach at Photoshop World. And by the time we left, he's now on the instructor roster. He's teaching at Photoshop World. Let me tell you, his post-processing
He's going
stuff.
to teach landscape and post-processing.
He's going to tape landscape photography. He's got great stuff, really great compositional stuff. He's also got great post-processing techniques. He's going to be teaching it all at Photoshop World.
Yeah.
So people are spending ridiculous amounts of money to spend time with him. And if you go to Photoshop World, you're going to get to learn from him just like we did. And it was great.
Oh, yeah.
We had a great group of people on our team. It was a great workshop. Like everybody got along like old friends. It was really a lot of fun.
And you had mild weather up there, which was nice.
We had very mild weather. I was dressed super warm. Eric loaned me a bunch of like boots and all this different stuff. I went up there like Nanook of the North, but I
Like
didn't,
you were going to be in Chicago then.
like I was going to be in Chicago. It was actually 20s and 30s,
Yeah, it
highs
wasn't
and
bad.
20s and 30s, and no wind, 0 wind. It was
You
great.
definitely lucked out. I did not experience that one.
I did not know that. That is weird, wild stuff.
But then tomorrow you got a shoot going on.
Yeah, tomorrow I'm taping a location photography class, but lighting,
Lighting,
location lighting. Huh. Location lighting class. I got the idea from the KelbyOne community, which is when we do a class, like when a teacher does a class, the instructor can go directly and interact with the students. Well, I saw people saying, "Hey, I saw your class on the B1."
Right.
And at the end, you went and did a location shoot. We would love a class with more location shoots. So that's all I'm doing is all location shoots. So we're going in and we're recording the class tomorrow. So we'll be on location with live models, which are so much better than working with dead models.
Oh, yes.
We'll be there and we're going to shoot all kinds of stuff inside, outside, headshots, fashion, lifestyle, a little bit of everything. And we're just on the lighting. So it's all, it doesn't matter what light you have. I'll be using mine, but you know, you'll have to use yours.
There you go.
So that's tomorrow. Giveaways.
All right, giveaways.
My book. This book that we were talking about earlier, Photoshop for Lightroom users.
It's the essential stuff.
It is the essential stuff. It's not thick. Not a thick book. Not. But do you really want to read a thick book? No, you don't. You want to get to the meat. The whole book is step by step. And so this is the second version of this. I did this years ago. This book, actually, the first version of it came out before its time. It was before Adobe had the $10 deal for Lightroom and Photoshop. So, and I did it then. I went and read all the comments on Amazon about somebody said, "Oh, you didn't cover enough on layers." I added a ton on layers. I did everything everybody said would make the book better. It's all in here.
There you go.
We're giving away a copy to somebody watching live. We've got a fabulous, where are you going to win this? No place. It is a bamboo cup from Three Legged Thing. The most amazing gift ever. A bamboo cup from a tripod company. If you win this, you're special. And
Yeah, it's like a diamond.
speaking of diamonds, this was with me in Canada. I've got all kinds of pictures of me. And by the way, everybody had one on the workshop. Now, I brought an extra one. I
nice.
loaned one out. Everybody had it. The instructor, Rami, had two. I had two. Everybody had one. We're going to give one away, a Platypod Ultra, the greatest tripod replacement right there. So
There you go.
shooting in a place where a tripod won't work, let's give one away. Let's give away the book. Grab somebody. Cheryl Lambert?
All right, Cheryl.
Cheryl Lambert, you
Won the
just
book.
won the Photoshop for Lightroom Users book from your friends at The Grid. And let's get the Bamboo Cup going. Come on, Bamboo Cup time. All you have to do is, if you put a comment in there, you're entered to win. So someone's about to get cut loose on this Bamboo Cup. Christina has gone completely silent.
She's finding the winner.
Okay. Who? Mandy.
Mandy V.
Mandy V. That's for Finelli, right? It's Finelli's wife? No? Somebody different? Okay. Mandy, you just won the weirdest gift we've ever given away on The Grid. I'm not saying it's bad. It's good. It's a bamboo cup. Where'd you get a bamboo cup? Only on The Grid. Thanks to our friends at Three Leg Thing. All right. We still have the Platypod Ultra. Someone's going to win in a minute. But first, we're going to look at some images. Here we go.
All righty.
Start the clock. Here's one. That's an image. That's an image. And ladies and gentlemen, while we're looking at this, Kathy Porupski just entered the Grid set. Ladies and gentlemen, Kathy Porupski. All right, here we go. All right.
Alrighty.
Which one's our favorite? This
I like
one.
that one.
This
Yeah.
one. This is great. This is really
first
nicely
one has some
composed.
potential.
This one has potential.
The middle one.
This one's got all kinds of funky
blending,
stuff. Yeah, there's no separation between our subject and the background. This could have been a good shot, I think. I think this really could have been good because he's got an interesting look and an interesting outfit, but there's just not enough separation.
That thing's blowing in front of his face. It's just
yeah,
a long time.
Yeah.
There's just a lot going on
This
there.
is, you got the right subject, but you got to get some separation from the background. And also, putting this one tone over the whole thing also did not help. I'd love to see the color version of this because I think the color would probably give you some of
More
that separation that you're
yeah.
missing. It all just runs together. So scratch that one. This one's really good.
Yeah. I agree.
However, I think there's a good shot buried in
simplified
this.
shot in
Let's
there.
simplify this shot, and I think you have something great. So let's just ask ourselves our questions. What is the subject? What's this about? It's about the person walking and their shadow
yeah.
and the dunes, right?
Yep.
Is it about this junk in the background, shrubs and awful stuff?
Are you going to go try to take that out?
I am absolutely going to take that out.
Yeah, crop it.
So let's
Crop it.
crop it. We're going to crop the crop out of it. Let's go get the crop tool. I would get rid of all of that junk.
Mm-hmm.
And while we're here,
Mm-hmm.
and maybe just
Let's see what happens.
now, to make this thing sing, you got to get rid of these two little distracting things that are killing it, and all of the footprints. Nobody wants to see footprints in dunes.
Yeah, but those are pretty easy.
They're super easy to get rid of. You're going to go to Photoshop and you're going to get, like, I don't know, let's try the spot healing brush, and you're going to get rid of all of this junk.
Wow, look at that. Photoshop.
Photoshop rules. Try this in Lightroom. It doesn't work. I got a whole chapter in that book that somebody just won. A whole chapter called Removing Distracting Things. It's one of the big things we go to Photoshop for. I go into depth, though. I don't just go, hey, use the spot healing brush.
That's it. That's the shot that was there.
Yeah, so you got to clean up all this stuff. Get rid of this stuff over here. Get rid of all of this. You got a great shot waiting in here.
Oh, yeah.
Just, I'm doing this really quickly.
Quick,
This is
yeah.
a sloppy job, right? Uh-oh. My 3 minutes are up.
Speaking of sloppy.
Anyway, you've got a great shot hidden in here. Bring it out. You owe it to yourself to do that because that's. I think you have a really good shot there.
Oh, yeah.
So good on you. There's some good stuff there. Hey, Eric, while we were on break, did you do anything about the Pro Photo Contest thing?
Oh, no, we didn't.
Well,
But
we'll do it.
anyways, if you go to the Twitter account, you go there.
We'll come up with something. We have another break in a little while. Let's go look at some other images.
Alrighty.
Oh, I like that. Composites. All right. I really like these, except for one thing. What is it? Do you know what it is? The compositing's not bad.
It looks a little awkward, like they're not like really coming out of the frame. This is me. Like,
It's the subject.
yeah.
He doesn't look like
He doesn't look
the
the
rest of
part.
the scene. He doesn't look the part. He looks like
He looks grittier.
he looks like a guy that works at a hardware store and you go, "Hey, put on this outfit."
That's what I'm saying. Like
Yeah,
that first one, it
it's-
looks like
yeah.
it looks like the
He-
IT guy's like coming at
Yeah,
you.
it looks like he's kind of smiling too.
Sorry.
It's like
that's not offensive to an IT guy.
yeah, it's a little offensive.
Yeah, it's a little
But
offensive.
anyway,
It
but
looked like me coming at you.
Also,
dressed up like a
the
gladiator.
other thing that I would do that might help this a little bit is I think for these columns being no further away from him than they are, they should be a little sharper. Like I do get the depth thing that this should be sharp and that should be a little less and a little less. You did it with the brightness, but you didn't do it with the sharpness. I think the stuff close to him needs to be a little sharper. But
It almost
that's
looks like he's smiling. In
yeah,
that
he looks
shot.
like he's smiling. He doesn't fit the part.
And that
The-
looks like
but-
Monty Python. Like,
Yeah,
you know.
the costumes are good. The compositing's not bad. You did a lot of really good things, so I hate to even say anything bad. I really do. And this, I think you're suffering from the same thing. You put too much. It's too light. They're not that far away. They're not a mountain range away. You toned this as if they were a mountain range away. They're 40 feet away, you got to add more contrast and darkness. It's a little bit too much. It's too obvious. So that's it. So good stuff though. I mean, I like this. I think your skills are there. All of your skills are there, and composites like this are not easy to do, but you got a lot of junk, and it's like you get the right character in there.
And that's what I would take away from this is like what that is. They have the skills to do the composites, to do the toning, to do all that stuff. It's finding the right subjects and just kind of massaging it a little bit more. I like
the work though. I do. I like it overall quite a bit.
Hey, Jerry's asking you, is Photoshop the last step in your workflow? So I'm guessing the last time when you were doing the removing stuff?
Yeah, no, actually, Photoshop is the middle step.
Yep.
So I start in Lightroom, and I do all the important Lightroom stuff. I do the lens corrections, and I do the exposure and whites and blacks and high. I get everything looking good there. Then I go to Photoshop, and I do the things you can't do in Lightroom. So I would go and do like compositing or whatever. But I do almost all of my finishing work back in Lightroom. I go back to Lightroom to do the finishing work, to add like the vignettes and the things like that. You know, the little finishing stuff I like to finish. So my round trip is Lightroom, Photoshop, and back to Lightroom.
All right, before we get to the next one, we got to take a break.
All right. When we come back, we have got more stuff. We've got more images. We've got a giveaway of a platypod. We've got just more news and just more stuff. So stick around. We'll be right back. Me and Erik right here on the grid. Yay. Grid. Woo.
Yep.
Woo.
Woo woo.
Is there a lens I can get that's really going to make a difference? Well, I can tell you my favorite one, an ultra wide angle. When you go really wide and you shoot from like a low perspective or a high perspective, or you put something important in the foreground, oh my gosh, you can make the most epic shots. I mean, they are night and day difference. You'll be like, this is incredible. And people are like, what's the secret? I'm going to show you in my brand new class. I've got the Tamron, the brand new Tamron 15-30. Incredible lens for the money. So wide, so sharp, so beautiful. You're going to love it. You're going to learn a lot. But then we're going to go on location in the Tampa Theater. It is historic 1926 classic movie theater and event location. Tons to shoot. I'm going to show you all my favorite techniques, all my favorite stuff. You're going to learn it all, and you're going to be taking those giant, epic, cinematic shots. So come check out my new class on shooting ultra-wide lenses, the Tamron 15-30. It's the new G2 version, and this class is only found one place, exclusively here at KelbyOne. So this class covers curves, and a lot of people are intimidated by curves because it has a histogram and there's a whole lot of little features on there. People just go to levels and do some simple things, and that's great, but you can do so much more with curves. There's so much more nuance. If you want to adjust just the fill for a certain part, you can bring that out just with a couple clicks. If you need to adjust the color, you can do that. And then there's all these other effects that you can do with curves by applying blending modes and clipping it, of how you can control tonality, how you can control color, and get into all the little nitty-gritty features of the curves and curves adjustment layer. The whole point is to really make it as easy to understand as possible. Unlock the power of curves. Check out my new class on KelbyOne.com.
The ProPhoto B1X has taken our industry by storm. It is an amazing light. It lets you go on location and have studio quality light wherever you go in a really small, compact kind of unit. And let me tell you what, it is just amazing, and I want to show you how to use it. You're going to be able to get up and running with it immediately. And because it's so small and so lightweight, you're going to want to take it on location. And after we learn all the classroom stuff, that's exactly what we're doing. We're going to go on location. We're going to do a safari fashion shoot. You're going to see the whole thing from start to finish. And at the end, I'm going to give you a quick start guide so you can come back at any time and quickly see, okay, here's how I set it up. Here's how I use it, and you can start making great pictures on location, but you can have studio quality light anywhere you go. So come check out my new class on the ProPhoto B1X, and it's only here at KelbyOne.
This segment of The Grid is brought to you by Platypod, the world's most compact tripod base.
All right, we're back.
Whoops.
We almost have the bit.ly link.
No, I have it. I have the bit.ly link.
We got it.
So this is the link to win, to go to the contest to try to win. Look how easy that is. It's bit.ly/K1, that's for KelbyOne, B10 for the name of the product that you could win, the ProPhoto B10. So bit.ly/K1 B10. That's it. There it is. Easy
Alrighty.
peasy. Now, go right now and enter. What do you got to lose, right? Enter and you could win. And if you win, I'm going to tell you right now, if you do win, you have the option, this is not required, but you have the option of giving me that light because I really, it's so small.
You have the option.
It's like a studio light and it's like this big. It's like I thought the B1 was really small. Like the B1X that I use, I think is really small. Anyway, I want one.
Nice.
Okay. So good luck. I hope you win. I hope you do win it.
All right, so we got a few more. We're gonna
Got a
get
few
to?
more. Yeah. Kick it. Un, deux, trois. All right, I'll give you my comments first. She's adorable, and this is a really good look. This is a really good look. I love the way you composed it. She's awesome, and the composition is awesome. She's awesome. I love the way you composed this. It's all good. Do not take shots like this. Seriously, that's crap. It's crap.
That's what
Seriously, this is nothing. This is a snapshot. This is beneath your photography. This is where you are. You're so
It's like
good.
We went from one photographer to another.
You went from a pro photographer to an absolute amateur in one shot. I'm sorry. Someone's got to tell you, this is crap.
Well, let's even look at the horizon.
Yeah, this is everything bad in one photograph. I'm sorry. Don't show anyone this photo. Shoot more of these. You're so good at this.
Yep.
You're so good. That's why I'm speaking so harshly when you're not. All right? The photographer that took these, there's no way they could have taken that. No. Bad. Good?
Yes, yes.
No. Yes? No. All right. You got it? Good job. Let's move on.
All right.
Is that a doggo? That's a dog?
Maybe.
That's a doggo.
Yeah.
Look at it. It's a dog. Oh, God, it's an insect.
With a harsh vignette.
And it's an insect with a harsh vignette. I swear, if I turn the page and it's another insect, I'm out. Okay, it's not.
They're shots.
Yeah. This one, I'm
not good lighting.
The lighting doesn't bother me as bad as how close cropped it is.
Yeah.
There's no space for the animal in front. I think it's a dog. I could be wrong.
Well, you don't really know what it is, and plus they're
It's got
looking
great
off to
eyes.
the right there.
Yeah.
And it's like right on the edge of the frame.
Yeah, that's just too tight. This is an insect. I can't stand insect shots. I don't know. It's got a big vignette.
Well, it's
I'll let
green
Erik
on
talk to
green,
this.
and the vignette is just really. I mean, it's just
Yeah.
it's really harsh.
It's like this is
and
what-
then if you look at it, like the insect's not really crisp. The leaf is actually more in focus than the insect is.
I think you're right.
And that's really like if you're
Yeah.
gonna hit that, you got to hit the
Yeah.
head of the insect.
Yeah, I
It's
hate to
gotta
say
be like-
this.
and
Yeah.
there's that also that specular highlight right on the middle. Anyways, I'm spending way too much time on the insect.
Yeah. This one would be okay if you did a few things. Number one, you got to get rid of this bright stuff here. Number two, you got to get rid of bright stuff over on the right. All these little bright leaks.
It's drawing your eye to the bright stuff.
Yeah,
rather than
it's
the
like I want to
tiger
look
face.
here, but you're having me look here and over here. So get rid of that stuff. And this one is not bad.
You need to draw the eye to the tiger.
Don't shoot insects. They're disgusting. People, this is like what monster movies were made of. And everybody loves a tiger. Everybody loves a doggo. Nobody likes this. Nobody. Not even the insects. Other insects don't even like
We
that.
have Jordan Kelby saying, "Would it be? Would it do?"
Would it be? Would it do? Hi, buddy. That's my son. He's at the University of Alabama in his senior year. He's going to graduate in May. And he's an awesome, awesome kid. I am very, very, very lucky and proud to be his dad. So thank you for tuning in, buddy.
Very cool.
All right.
All right.
Let
What's next?
us move on. What do we got?
Insects can be cool.
Dude, I have yet to see an insect. Every once in a while I'll see a bee or a butterfly, but I don't
Okay.
consider those
They
insects.
can be cool.
Insects are disgusting. Here we go.
All right.
I'm just going to stop right here. I freaking love this shot. I don't even like wildlife shots. I really like this shot. I would fix one thing, this little bright area up here,
Yes.
but that is like the low perspective.
Yes.
And the framing and the crisp and that's a really good shot.
It is a really good shot.
It's not easy to get a good shot of a duck.
One thing would be
just get rid of this. Just get easy to get rid of.
Getting drawn
Take
up to that
this
really
and
bright
move it
spot.
up there. But it is not easy to take a shot of a duck. Traditionally, duck shots, it's a duck. This is a good duck shot. Really well done.
Mm-hmm.
This is it's a little awkward. The one leg, it's just, and I know what drew you in here. You got a great reflection and a great moment. I don't know how you would fix this to make it good.
It's an awkward moment.
It's an awkward.
It'd be like catching a person like mid sentence.
Yeah,
like eating.
We're letting their mouth open.
Well, I mean, you think about it. It'd be like catching a person eating. It's like it never looks good.
Yeah, but you're a good photographer. You keep doing what you're doing. This middle shot is off the chain.
Yeah.
This shot with the sun in the frame and it looks good. This is actually good. It's a little busy and junky down here. And you might just get rid of some of that stuff to make it a stronger shot. But I like
really extreme with that vignettes always, and there's actually stars
this has been vignette day.
And there's like super stars up there.
All right. Stop the clock and let's restart it.
I hope it's an insect.
It's not an insect. Instead, it's a boat with a garbage can, a big plastic garbage can. Next.
Dead tree.
Dead tree.
I think somebody's just trying to.
Am I being pranked?
If there was an insect in there,
am I being freaking pranked?
I mean, that one, it is. The boat has a garbage can in it. The boat's cut off.
Yeah, the boat's cut off. The boat's got a garbage can on it. I like what you tried to do. You didn't get there, but I like what you're trying to do. Right time of day.
Right time of day.
You need to work on your composition a bit here, but there's some good compositional things, but walk over to that boat and take out the freaking thing. Take the shot and put it back in the boat and fill it with fish. It is very hard to get a good dead tree shot, and your shot is proof of that. Sorry. You're totally going, I like the reflection. But if you take an ugly object and reflect it, it makes it twice as bad. And this is just, you got a little work. You got some work to do. Now, no camera problems, right? No,
That's the theme.
The theme today is
it's not the
technically
camera.
good photographers who are not
Your
really.
camera's not holding your back.
You need to shoot more interesting stuff. The ugly bridge, the dead tree. Come on, think about
composition.
And composition. But really, you're all right.
Those are interesting places. Look at them.
Interesting places, but they're not like a dead tree.
No, the thing is not. Yeah, the subject is not interesting.
Dead tree. Here we go.
All right.
Those are seals. I thought they were rocks. Those are sleepy seals. Beautiful sky.
Yes.
The problem is I don't know where to look.
Yes.
Like if you got down real low and there was a seal in the foreground, this would be a perfect time to drop a platypod on the ground. Speaking of that, pick a winner there, Christina, while we're still going here.
Or just splay your tripod too.
Splay your tripod, get a platypod, get down real low, put a seal right in the foreground, and then I've got some anchor. It's missing an anchor. Lovely color though, and nice sky and all. This is kind of nice. Just clean up some of this junk. You got junk right here. That's not helping your picture. Or is this, or that?
I like
this
how
or this.
You definitely waited till the birds are not running through trees.
Yeah, no.
Cool.
This is worth fixing. Just get rid of some of that junk. Dead trees. Even on a bad background, dead trees are dead trees. Now, don't confuse this with the person earlier that was going with the theme of creepiness. You're trying to shoot in beautiful light and all that stuff. All right. So I want to show you something. Erik mentioned something, and I'm going to go look for a file.
Oh, yeah. So we got a winner. Shelby Rollins won Platypod. Congratulations, Shelby.
Hold it up.
That's one of the
so
coolest
she can
things.
See.
Right here. Platypod Ultra. I think you're going to try to find an awesome dead tree shot.
Dude, I just give me a minute. Don't show it yet.
Find an awesome insect shot because
it's
very
few and
awesome
far between. It's harder to get a good insect shot than it is a good dead tree shot. But let me tell you what, dead tree shots are just about impossible.
Yes.
All right, I grabbed these off of Instagram, and I left the shooter's name in there so you can see. Wait 1 second. If you're going to shoot a dead tree, make it look like this. That's a dead tree shot. That is a fascinating dead tree. Or, that's a is it the same tree? No. That's a fascinating, creepy dead tree right by... Now, it's Shain Bloom Photography. That's an Irish name, right? And it's pronounced, I think it's pronounced Sean. But it's
and it says it looks like California, White Mountain, California.
Yeah, that's an awesome shot. This is even more awesome, maybe. But that's why when we see these dead trees, they're like
Sierra Nevada.
You can get a great dead tree shot, but it starts with a great dead tree, not just an ugly dead tree. Okay, couple things.
And then
I'm
shot at the
snapping
right time
fingers.
of day, which it was. Yeah.
All right, next week, joining me and Eric, we have a great guest. Sam Haddix will be here. So if you've ever seen one of Kaylee Greer's classes, Sam is her fiance, and he is a, #1, great portrait photographer. He did a guest blog on my blog that was awesome. #2, he went to the Berklee School of Music. He's a kick-butt guitar player. He came on stage and played with my band at Photoshop World. He's a great guitar player. #3, literally one of the nicest people on the planet.
Oh, yeah.
It is perfect that he's engaged to Kaylee. They together will create unicorns. But Sam is just, you got to watch next week. You will fall in love with Sam. I have a man crush on Sam. I'm telling you straight up, man crush. I can't explain it.
And like you said, great portrait photographer.
Great, very skilled photographer, really good guy. I have no idea what our topic's going to be, but I hope it's about love.
I hope that it's about shooting dead trees with insects on it.
On a railroad track.
On a railroad track with cats.
And a guitar slung over your back, an acoustic guitar as you walk down the tracks with an insect on the neck of the bridge of the guitar. I don't know.
All right,
Well, my friends,
mission.
our time has come. I just want to mention, this is very important. Kathy Porupski was here for a third of this, at least, maybe a quarter of the show. She showed, she brings it all together. You're working the shoot with me tomorrow, aren't you? So Kathy's going to be with me tomorrow. We're on location. So it's going to be fun. I'm excited about that class. Juan, can we go to your Instagram page real quick? See how things are going, progressing from Juan. He is _Juan Alfonso. There we go. And, shots from, he was just in Amsterdam. We were taping a class there with Frank Dorr. That's a really nice shot. Can I tell you something, Juan? I kid you not. I shot that exact same thing with that little tower at the end. Have you ever seen my shot of that? I think so. Yeah, I'm pretty good. And you're thinking how much better yours looks. Yours is way, way, way better than mine. Please don't tell me you took that with your phone. I'll kill you. Oh, okay. You took it with a Canon M3? I tell you, that was gonna be it. Anyway, I've shot that street too. All these. Juan, you're shooting. Juan's a good photographer. He's a great video guy, but he's very, very, very talented. And that's the number 39.
He just had his birthday.
Is that your birthday? Was that for your birthday? When was your birthday, Juan?
January 30th.
31st. Can we sing one happy birthday before we go off the air?
Yeah.
Are you gonna sing with us, Kathy? Christina? All right, here we go. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Juan. Happy birthday to you.
Look at that shot.
Yay.
Cool.
Ooh, look at that, Juan. Dude, you were shooting lights out. All right.
All right, so go follow Juan.
Go follow Juan. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching The Grid. Next week, come join us with Sam. Also, Photoshop World registration is open. Come and spend 3 days with us. You'll have a ball. It's Orlando in the early summer. It is Las Vegas in late summer. And it is, for the money, the best value in a conference. You will love it. We hope to see you there. For information, go to photoshopworld.com. And on behalf of Kathy Porupski and all the Porupski family, we'll see you next week here on The Grid.
See you guys.
Oh, that's your drink. Where's my drink?
No, that's yours.
Oh, that's mine. Okay.
We're good.